Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson. We are following breaking news in North St. Louis. Right now, police are on the scene of an incident at McKissack and Cary. This is just north of the McKinley Bridge. We want to bring you a live look at the scene. Now, police appear to be focusing on the 6900 block of McKissack. It is an area where there are warehouses. We just don't know specifically what business or warehouse that it could be. The department just posted on social media that a search of the area is underway. They have a staging area around North Broadway and Taylor. As you can see, there are many police vehicles around. A staging area, once again, has been set. We don't have a lot of details, but Megan Kernan just arrived on the scene, and we want to check in with her. Megan, can you hear me?
Yeah, Kelly. So we've probably been here about 20 minutes right now. You know, there's some semi trucks that have been passing by here, but we are on East Cary Avenue, right here just by Broadway, by the Loves and Mobile gas station, if you're familiar with that area. I have seen more than a dozen police cars, even on the highway, pass by us, fire crews that were on the way here. And I want to bring in my friend Peggy Morgan. She has been out here, and I know that you guys were talking about, you saw more than 100 police cars,
Yes.
You said, right?
Yes, a whole lot. And it's always be active over here, but not like that. I mean, because my grandbaby's at
What is-
school, and I'm
what is
they
Megan
were getting
saying? Because I
scared.
can't hear
and
her.
So I just jumped up because I was laying in the bed because I was tired. So I just
I
jumped
know.
up, me and my dog ran
Yeah,
out.
but
I'm like, oh
what was
my
she
God,
saying?
something got to go on. So
She didn't.
it's terrible.
No, I can't.
And
Can you
somebody
tell
told
me what
they
she
had
was
a
saying?
Shootout down there.
So I do want to say we do have police put out that they have reports of shots being fired. However, they weren't able
Yeah.
to
Can
confirm
you tell
that
me
there
anything that she
were
was saying
shots
now?
being fired. I know that there is a media staging area that is going to be set up, but
Mm-hmm.
are you staying at the Super 8?
Yeah, we stayed at Super 8, yes. We was at Super 8, and me and my daughter kept hearing ambulance, not ambulance, but polices and trucks. You know, you always hear something over here, but not like that. So we was like, oh my God. So we just came outside. You know how I look, I don't care. I'm like, what is going on? And as I know, they had to block the highway, block this, and then we got airplanes and stuff. So I'm like, and I tell the people at the front desk, so they had to come out. I'm like, y'all need to tell us what's going on, because we can't stay here with something, because they had to come back through here. They had to run, they had the airplanes. I mean, something bad. I'm like, come on now.
So how many police cars do you saw? I know you said you saw some helicopters.
Yeah, so I saw about 20 more trucks, cars, and detectives. It was a whole bunch of them, about 50, 20. It was a lot of them.
And it seems they're focused down here towards this warehouse, down
Yeah.
towards McKissack, which is
Yeah.
where we know the
Yeah.
reports of the shots that were fired.
Yeah, and my friend, he said he just left from over here about 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago. So I called him. He said he don't know. So whatever it was, it happened over there, back to us that way.
And what time did you start to see, you know, all of the
We
police
kept-
presence
We
come
kept
by?
running about, 20 minutes ago, 30. We kept, when we came back downstairs, I'm like, what is going on? And as I know, they was running. Police going, then the fire truck, then we saw one ambulance, but that's it. It's just a bunch of cars. It was a lot of, I knew it had been a shooting. I knew it, man. We saw the homicide truck and everything, so I don't know. I guess the person must got mad and just, I don't know, but it's bad.
Now, you did see the homicide vehicle on?
Yeah, I saw them when they was going down their way, and then detective cars and everything. So something bad went on, because it ain't just no fire.
I mean, how scary was that for
It
you?
was scary. I'm just glad my grandbabies when they at school, because they have been scared.
Oh my
You know, because it's what we living in until we find a place to go. So it's
Yeah.
just terrible right now.
Okay.
So I'm like, it's dangerous, but we
Yeah.
always hear a fire department or whatever right here, but not like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm so glad you're safe, Peggy. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for talking to
Okay,
us.
thank you.
So again, Kelly, we do know that police said that there are reports of shots being fired down here at McKissack. So I kind of want to zoom in just so you can see where the cars have been focused at. That is where we have been seeing police cars zooming by me to this back area. And I've also been seeing a lot of trucks and semi-trucks leaving. I think you guys saw some of them as we were coming on, as you got to us. A lot of semi-trucks leaving the area, and then police and detectives going down here. We have seen, you know, the fire department is here. People that have witnessed it, been staying out here outside of the Super 8, which is right across from the Loves gas station, said they saw almost 100 cars or 100 or more. So we do know that there is a heavy police presence, and we're expecting wanted to get an update from police on what is going on and why there is so much police presence around here.
That'd be great. Okay, so we are still getting information from Megan. We are getting information from our other reporters around the scene. We just want to bring you up to date. We do not know much, but we do know that police are setting up a staging area for this incident at the 6900 block of McKissick. There have been reports of shots fired. We can't even confirm right now from police that there are actual shots fired. But Tracy Hinson is live right now with someone who might know a little bit more. Tracy.
Mike and Kelly, it's still an open-ended question here, but what I can tell you, I'm at the corner of North Broadway and Taylor, and there's been a police helicopter that's been circling overhead to our northeast for probably the last 10 to 15 minutes. I've talked to the fire crews who are all staged behind me. They have been told by police to stage here. We're also told that shortly Chief Tracy should be here at this location to give a media briefing. So right now, this is all we know. We've seen a few people come out of businesses, but they don't really know too much. Right now, we're just waiting for police to come, and we have not seen any of these fire crews, which do include ambulance behind me, who have moved closer to the scene. Mike, Kelly?
So Tracy, I do have a question for you. I know this is an area where there are a lot of warehouses. Are they focusing on a particular business, a particular warehouse?
Kelly, not that I can see from here. And what the police have a road blocked off that's just up the way here, kind of by the Loves. But I have seen cars and semi-trucks going around that blockade. So I'm not entirely sure where that is. And then the other factor that is in this whole situation is the helicopter doesn't seem to be circling past my location. It seems to be circling closer to the river. That's the police helicopter, closer to the river and then along that direction. So we haven't seen them go really past that Love. So they've been just continuing to circle off to my northeast from where I'm standing on Broadway and Taylor. The traffic is moving though. If you have anybody who is going along Broadway, that seems to be moving fine. It's just that one road that's closed right now, Kelly.
So
Right.
Tracy, can you fill us in as we look behind you? We can see a lot of emergency vehicles. We see what looks like EMTs, we see police officers. Are you seeing any active movement from those officers? Are they running into the buildings with guns? What are you seeing exactly?
Or even employees possibly, if it is
Yes.
a particular warehouse? Is anyone being evacuated?
No employees, and I don't believe that this is the warehouse that's in question from where there is police activity. Everybody behind me is fire department. So if you do see those white uniforms, that's St. Louis Fire Department. I've talked to Mosby, Captain Mosby with the fire department. They've sent all their communications teams here as well. They have fire department ambulances as well as fire trucks waiting to go. We believe that none of these businesses in the background or even here on Taylor and Broadway are the business in question to where police are currently working right now. This is just the fire staging area, and we're told that Chief Tracy should be here shortly to brief the media as well.
Okay, Tracy, thanks very much. We will get back to you as soon as we know more. Again, this is happening in the 6900 block of McKissick Avenue, and we had reports of shots fired, and you can tell as you look at Tracy, though she said that's the fire staging area, that's not exactly where the police are staged, that it is kind of a warehouse industrial area.
Right, and our newsroom, on our assignment desk, and our producers, and our editors, and everyone, we're trying to make calls for all the businesses in that area just to see if we can get a feel for how we can pinpoint where this is happening. But we don't know exactly what is happening, if something is over, if it's still in the midst of still happening. As Tracy was saying, there are a lot of fire vehicles here. We don't see a lot of police vehicles right there, EMTs, but where Megan was, where we could see another staging area, I believe that was Broadway and Taylor, we did see police vehicles in that area.
And the one thing that you've got to be careful here is we don't have anything confirmed.
Right.
But the reason we've come on the air with this is that we had enough sources tell us there was a lot going on, there were shots fired, there may be people down, but none of that is confirmed. So we
Right.
want to make clear that none of that is confirmed. And basically, we're still trying to investigate this and trying to find out more information for you.
Right. We are still trying to gather information. And, you know, again, our newsroom is trying to get as much information as we possibly can. But if you work in that area, if you have a loved one in the area, if you're, you know, usually do a commute in that area, I'm sure that part of that area is blocked off. But where Tracy is, where we are right now, traffic is still moving. So again, we do not want to make any kind of assumptions. We don't want to have any fear or anything, but we are just trying to, as this is unfolding, pass any information, any confirmed information along to you.
And as you can see, as you look at the video, traffic is getting by. The fire department right there, this is their staging area, as Tracy said there's not a lot of movement right there, but she is not at the warehouse where this alleged incident took place. That's in the 6900 block of McKissick. She's more at North Broadway and Taylor Avenues. St. Louis Metropolitan Police are on scene. We understand that the chief is going to come in the future and tell us what's going on.
And Tracy was reporting back to us that Hall Street and North Riverfront, that is where the helicopter is circling, and we have made a number of calls to a number of businesses. Some we did not get an answer from. A Super 8 did hear shots but confirmed a police presence in the area. So again, we are still making calls around the area. We don't know what specific area that we're even referring to.
And we have several crews on the scene. Let's go back to Megan Kernan, who might have some more information. Megan.
Yeah, Mike and Kelly, I have been talking to people out here, some Motel 8 guests, that some of them said, we just interviewed one woman who said she saw about 20 police cars speeding by right behind me. I want to zoom in down here. Well, actually, there is a semi-truck leaving right now. So we are close to the Love's and Mobile gas station in the middle of the Love's and the Super 8 on East Cary. So behind us is McKissick, where police said that they have reports of shots being fired. No shots fired are confirmed, but just reports that shots were fired down here. Now, I was talking to some truck drivers over here who are actually just waiting right now because they work down in McKissick, not in the exact area where police said that they had those reports of shots being fired, but they're trying to get their trucks. They're trying to leave and go home, but right now it's completely blocked off. McKissick down here, you can see a little bit better right now. Just down here, right before the train tracks is where police are focusing in on. So again, this is the, I believe it is the 6900 block of, yes, the 6900 block of McKissick is where they are focusing in on. I saw more than a dozen police cars zooming by. I talked to some Super 8 guests who said that they saw more than 100 police officers come down here, detectives. One woman told me that she saw a homicide detective vehicle on the scene here. So we're just trying to work out more information, but we're trying to, also stay back as well so police can do what they need to do. We have been seeing a lot of truck drivers though, because we are next to this Love's truck station, and people that work on McKissick and are trying to get their trucks to leave, but are just waiting to hear, what is going on and when they're going to be able to get their truck so they can go home.
Megan, can you give us an idea? I know you're a bit a ways away from where those police cars are, but have you seen any activity besides those cars and those lights that we can see kind of in the background? Have you seen any activity of police officers actually running into buildings or coming out, or employees coming out?
No, we have not. What I have seen is a lot of trucks that have been leaving, it seems like, from McKissick, but we haven't been close enough to see any of these, officers running into any sort of building. But we have been talking to individuals who said they saw a ton of, right now we see a helicopter in the air A couple other people have seen multiple other helicopters just circling around here. But other than just a ton of police officers, as we're standing right here, just zooming down towards McKissick and focusing in on this one specific area. And of course, you know, once it is, you know, the scene is clear and we're able to get a little closer, we'll surely show you guys a little bit more of what we're seeing, but that's really all that we have seen since being here. And you know, I've been here for a little over than 30 minutes now. Mike and Kelly.
Megan, we're finally getting some information from police. This is from Mitch McCoy, police spokesperson. He says numerous officers are on the scene investigating a report of shots fired inside a manufacturing plant on McKissick Avenue. We've been talking about the 6900 block of McKissick. At this time, there are no injuries, so that's the good news. At this time, Mitch McCoy says there are no injuries. Officers are sweeping the building now. So again, we have not been able to confirm that there were shots fired, but that's why we went on the air. We had heard that shots were fired, there might be people injured, and so we got on the air as soon as we can. But now from Mitch McCoy, at this time, there are no injuries, and he is the police spokesperson.
Yes, he is. And so that's why they were doing that staging area, so they could, you know, kind of sweep the area to make sure that, in fact, there was no type of shooting.
Well, that is the most important information and,
Yes.
and the kind of information we
That we'd
wanted
like
to
to
hear. I think what we should do now is go off the air, because if there are no injuries, we can come back on when we get an updated report, and we will continue to fill you in both on air, online, and of course on 5+.
Thanks for joining us.